Hey there, it's Jason Sauer from Most Wanted Fine Art. I want to give a big shout out to TJ. Thank you for working on this project and including me. That's super cool. I'm going to tell you a story about how we dropped a 2-ton safe on a car in Queens, New York. This should be pretty good. Back in the day, Most Wanted Fine Art, we'd travel live with a group of artists, and we took a small group of artists from Pittsburgh to Queens, New York, to a maker's fair. At that maker's fair, we painted live, and we had vending, and it was just a pretty cool experience to get these artists out of Pittsburgh and just show them what New York City was like. But one of the cool things that we were doing was we brought a car that we painted like a taxi cab. We brought an old Buick. And one of the other artists in the space created a sculpture of a life-size mousetrap. So at the end of that mousetrap was a crane that had a 2-ton safe on it. So 5 times on Friday and 5 times on Saturday, they dropped that safe on the car at the end of the mousetrap. Much to the crowd's delight, everybody cheered when that safe went all the way through the car down to the ground. It was pretty intense. It was a good way to make some art. So as you may know, we have the spray painted cars here in the city of Pittsburgh, and we call ourselves the Most Wanted Car Club. And that love of smashing cars and painting cars has led to some cool demolition derbies all over America. I'm part of a video group called Track Shot Live. And what we do is we travel to every corner of America in front of crowds of people where I spray paint cars as an art form, and then we smash them in the Most Wanted Fine Art class. The MWFA class I just described was the first class in America that has a national set of rules. I don't expect you to know what's happening, but know that it came out of the streets of Pittsburgh, where we are trying to get people from the inner city invested in demolition derby, where I can get them to be mechanically inclined, work on a car, get it out of these streets, and smash it one time before we take it to the scrapyard and sell it for money. And as you know, you can sell catalytic converters off of cars and make some good money. And that leads to my podcast called Cash on the Hood, where we talk about art, hustle, and a little bit of demolition derby. And some of that hustle is listening to people who make money in catalytic converters. It's pretty cool. So we got a lot of fun stuff happening. Like I said, you've seen the spray painted cars. Now you can check out Track Shot Live or Cash on the Hood. And so near every weekend, I make art somewhere in America. I'm blessed and lucky to get in my truck with a bunch of spray paint and a demolition derby car on a trailer. Then after I'm done smashing that car, I cut all the sheet metal off with the torch, and I start to assemble a fine art sculpture. So this year, we're going to try to combine all those efforts and try to pull off some art openings within a week of a demolition derby. So we're going to go out to Northern California, smash a car, and then take it down to the Palm Desert, cut it up, turn it into a sculpture for a week, and have an art opening a week later. Then again, we're going to do that in May in Minnesota. So it all starts this year in Florence, South Carolina, where we'll be painting the track again. I like to spray paint the dirt of the track of the stadium before we get going with smashing cars. So again, I want to thank TJ for letting me be a part of this project. Let me, throw out some of my efforts I got going on. You can follow me at Most Wanted Fine Art on TikTok. You can see a lot of these efforts. So Track Shot Live is the video. Cash on the Hood's the podcast. MostWantedFineArt.com. I really appreciate everybody here. And I love Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Catch your boy in that new whip. Cherry red and I'm so pit. That's real shit. I'm so pit. With Melody. She call her Angelique. Cause she got these niggas looking mad at me. All these haters see is a can of beat. Goddamn, I'm the man I'm supposed to be.
There we got it. All right, here we are with this chrome yellow paint that I like to put on the outside of each of my drawings here on this aluminum plate. It's something that I like to do. I like to give it a yellow shield, if you will. Kind of something from graffiti art where you put like a force field around the image. It helps me with how I'm going to paint it. This is the first thing I do is kind of figure out which layer is on top of another layer by using the yellow paint. But right here is putting my most wanted mouth on. Most wanted crazy mouth. Here it is. The painting gonna go to Drew. And you'll see it again when it's finished.
Was not ready for me yet. They were sleeping, having dreams, with a 4-car garage and a big backyard, just puffing, blowing steam. I'ma get a lot of shit, but I will say just one last thing. Only the rich believe in God, and pretty broads believe in luck. Peace.